Hey guys, how's it going? It is your boy, Manga Man Drew, and I'm here to do my manga reaction slash review for One Piece manga chapter, if I remember correctly, 1065, The Six Faces of Vegapunk. And based off the title of this chapter, yeah, I think we're going to get revealed to all of the faces of Vegapunk, at the very least. Wow, that was a lot of least. We're going to be revealing the faces of the six Vegapunks, or the six satellite bodies, or like bodies that are like the robotic or like the pseudo Vegapunks, and potentially get hinted to what the real Vegapunk is. So let's dive right into it. And luckily enough for me, I haven't really been spoiled on this chapter, so all of my reactions are going to be fully real, fully my own reactions, no faking it. Oh, and apparently One Piece is going to be on the cover of Shonen Jump this week. We see Luffy and Uta on the cover. Looks very nice. Really like it. And I can't wait to see... Oh, and we get a double page color spread once again for Film Red, most likely because, you know, Film Red is finally like worldwide released. But you know what? It's very cool that we get to see all of the characters and what I'm saying, or what appears to be their Film Red color scheme. So it's very cool. I love all of the characters on this color page, but we're jumping right into the chapter with Lab Sanctrum Egghead, the island of the future, when Zoro's like, the way I see it, when it comes to government islands, you gotta think about who's gonna be around to bail them out if they get caught. As you have Brooke saying, yo, I was thinking the same thing. Would you care for some tea? Oh, wow. As she just said, excuse me, sirs. You're still here? Oh, as we got the mud man himself. I forgot his name, Caribou. And he's like, hang on, just give me a moment of your time. I know our deal was to drop me off anywhere away from Wano, but I didn't think we'd be headed for a government island. As you just like, I heard you helped our captain out. Appreciate it. See you around. These jerks, I'll remember this. No one cares about Caribou. As apparently we're seeing the Straw Hats entering the lab, as you just have both Nami as well as Usopp's like, these stairs are moving. New steps are shouting out. New steps are sprouting out of the ground. As you just have freaking Frankie's like, what kind of setup is this? How is it powered? As you just have the evil Vegapunk Lilith saying, you could say that the whole island runs on fire. Ooh. After all, you can convert its power into any kind of energy. Ooh. Doesn't that burn through a load of natural resources? I'm always looking into alternative fuels. Yeah. If only there was such a thing as an eternal flame. Then I'd be able to make my very own sun. A sun? Slide. What the? She's going right through the wall. Ooh. Lilith. Oh, so we're just going to ignore her wanting to create a sun. It's like, hey, open up. Lilith Chad. Oh, stop dilly-dallying and walk through. You should never let your own senses dupe you. Oh, what is it, Edison? As you just have freaking Sanji slide through. It's like, we passed through too. No way! It's turned back into solid metal again. How the heck does that work? So this is the lab coming from Frankie. And it's like, where did Lilith-chan get to? Hey! Y'all can keep going dead ahead. Who's that? Speaks in a heavy Kansai accent. Ooh. Vegapunk Edison. Howdy, just keep walking like I said. Oh, wow. Oh, shoot, that's out. Oh, this is not good. As you just have, we're going to get to why I'm shocked in a little bit, but like, let's go through this a little bit more. You have Nami's like, let's look for some future treasure. As you just have Usopp's like, future treasure? Like what? Like a flower made of eternally out, a flower made entirely out of exquisite antique gems. That's a weird fantasy. Sorry. I can't tell if your taste is closer to a little girl or an old hag. Ooh, as you just have Nami's like, future kick! Gwah! Coming from freaking Usopp. As you just have freaking everyone, Sanji, Robin, as well as Frankie's like, huh? Hey, what are you doing here? Jinbei? I don't get it. I don't think that's him. Doesn't he look a little too young? Well, my first guess would be he's his son. Yeah, but on second thought, maybe Jinbei was somehow turned into a kid. Nah, I'm going with option 3. It's a coincidence. I mean, the kid's got wings, although there's an ominous air about him. And as it's like, out with it. Who the heck are you? As Jinbei is like powering up, or this seraphim of Jinbei, and it's like, hey, look like a kid, but he's just just as big as the real Jinbei. Ooh, I got a bad feeling. There's a fourth possibility, and he's a pacifista as he raises his hand and fires it. So yeah, it's revealed that yeah, they did made a seraphim clone out of Jinbei, and yeah, I think all of the warlords who have been warlords are going to be seraphim if Jinbei is one. Oh, this is gonna be great. And it's like, yeah, this was all one great trap. We should have known the government was never gonna roll out the red carpet. Does that mean that they're using a clone of Jinbei as a soldier? As you just have Nami bringing out her contact, but he's still a kid. I really don't want to fight him. As Jinbei's like, beep, beep. And then he dives underground, and it's like, huh? He's got fruit powers? What's going on? Should I pop out to help Nami? Not yet, Zeus. As you have Frank is like, hey. Oh, I know that ability. Yeah, Nami. As Jinbei is getting mad. Oh, it's what if it's the ability that I think it is. Like, that's it. You just signed your own death warrant. I don't give a crap whether you're Jinbei or not. And he freaking Saji's about to send Jinbei flying. And you just have freaking Robin as well as like, Yantaflu. What he said, that was unforgivable. Sea serpent. Oh, I love Robin just getting in. Oh man, unfortunately she missed Jinbei. It's like snap dragon spank. Ooh. And Jinbei comes out of the ground with like what assumes to be like water, most likely because he has to swim through. And it's like, get out of there, Robin, so you can use fishman karate too, coming from freaking Usopp. As it's like lethal green star, skull explosion grass, and freaking just slams into the seraphim. As you just have Usopp's like, I know this isn't Jinbei, but this still feels messed up. He's gone. As he comes out of the ground and gets right behind Usopp. As you just have Sanji's like, Usopp! I've got this, Sanji. Usopp, don't move a muscle. Radical? Watch it, shark. Beam! As you just have someone's like, how we? He just used the beam. Who in tarnation is this guy? Oh. I reckon this is getting real risky. The Seraphim's still just a kid. We ain't meant to put it through a laser test till later. Dr. Vegapunk Edison. Oh wow, I wasn't expecting for him to be this tiny. I don't know why I thought he would have a more human-like appearance, but he's so tiny and adorable. As you just have freaking Lilith saying, you said it. Does he have the faintest idea how much one seraphim costs? I'll rip his blasted skull off. What do you got? I wouldn't go that far. Don't you think that's a bit too evil? Oh, Eureka! I've just thought of a new invention. Oh, and we're getting to see another punk. Leave the rest to you, Pythagoras. I have to jot down the blueprints right away. And you just have Pythagoras, who's this big, giant, very much a robot-esque saying, of course. You don't come across battle data this rich every day. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Let's get some input. As you just have the other Vegapunk saying, my hands are always so full. At this point, I'd even take help from the cat. Meow. Gosh. So yeah, Dr. Vegapunk Pythagoras wisdom. As you just have Edison that's like, the ideas won't stop flowing. York, be a doll and eat something for me. What? Sure thing. Munch, munch, munch. Delicious. Bring seconds for Dr. York. Her current BMI is over 600. Wow. Wow. Whoa, this was unexpected. The Seraphim's attack pattern has continued to develop as it grows. That suggests that one's lineage factor really does store some of our recollections and capabilities. We could try and accelerate their growth, although that presents new obstacles. Green blood concentration has risen and heart rate is up to 90 beats per minute. Ah, I really need the toilet. I'll go myself, but I can't afford to waste any time. Oh my gosh, what is going on? Wait, what? Flush. Ha! Grin. What on earth? That hit the spot. Gotta punch something to help me digest. What? Oh my gosh. Whoa, this is so wild. So sleepy. Dr. York's on today's 4th SDN cycle. Snack, dump, nap. Dr. Vegapunk, Desire, York. Oh, this is a great double page spread. Okay. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Now I see who I was confusing it for. Oh. Carry over all of the materials Dr. Pythagoras needs. Also, Dr. Edison is prepping for another experiment. Get to simulation room 88. That's enough, Seraphim. Return. I can't move. Edison, Lilith, Pythagoras, you three have had your fill too, right? Oh, what a shame. Of course that scoundrel butts in when things finally get good. Eureka! As you have Shaka chiming in, the one of logic. I'm Dr. Vegapunk, Shaka. You must be the Straw Hat Pirates, as you just have Sanji just like, that's us! What the hell do you do to our shoes? They're stuck to the floor. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, dome shoes can be magnetically disabled at any point while in the laboratory. Or disabled or enabled. So you're saying resistance is futile then? I know better than to let my guard down around pirates. Wait, we've already met 2 Vegapunks, that woman and that other one on the speaker. Yes, but I am also Vegapunk. As you just have Usopp's like, oh yeah? Did I forget to mention I'm Vegapunk too? But you cut it out coming from Frankie. As you just have Shaka's like, do you think this island looks like the future? As you just have Shaka like questioning it. As Frankie's like, it's beyond the future. I mean, just look at those mecha sea beasts. They're also Vega Force 01 and the island Aircon too. This is a futuristic as it gets. And this is all coming from Frankie as you have Nami's like, I've never seen anything like this place before. You real? For real? That kind of goodies are you making here? I want to take a full tour to take it all in. There's no way you and I wouldn't get along. You feel me, Vega-chan? As you just, as you have Vegapunk's like, it's actually quite the contrary. This is an island of the past. As you just have, oh my gosh, I just saw what it is. As Frankie is like saying, huh, as you have Luffy's like, check it out, Chopper. You can tell because it's all rusted and stuff. It's real metal, not another holo thing. Whoa! What the heck what the heck? Could something like this really move? If I could, how is it that level of tech possible for something so ancient looking? As you have Frankie's like, what do you mean by past? Well, what if I were to tell you that long ago, there was once a highly advanced kingdom? Not unlike Egghead when it comes to technology. A civilization from 900 years ago. Would you believe me? No, 900 years ago? I want to ride it. Let's go. Oh my gosh. 900 years ago. The Void Century. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, that was unexpected. Okay. Alright. Review time, I guess. This was amazing. Can't put it any other way. There's there's a lot. For the most part, what this chapter was just really going into a lot more of character interactions, getting to see how the characters are interacting with one another, and pretty much getting to see just all of the Vegapunks. I think we're finally revealed to all the Vegapunks 1 through 6. We had Shaka, we got to see them. Unfortunately, we don't get to really see their face, but they do seem to have more of a masculine build, so that's very interesting. We did also get to see York, who is very feminine in their design, but also brings up something very interesting when it comes to the Vegapunks and how they may all be connected in a way, and that it's very hard to actually understand. We also get introduced to, finally, we get to see a Pythagoras as well, and they're like this big hulking robot, or are they? Because apparently he can also come apart. But then we also get revealed the identity of Edison as well as we also had Lilith, and we also get to see also a little bit of a Wrath as well. I forgot their name, but we get to see all the Vegapunks in this chapter, and they all have varying personalities, but the implication is that they are all connected in one way or another, because from what we see in the chapters, apparently they say, oh yeah, I really need to poop, but then we see that Yorkie poops, but in actuality, the one that says it was either Edison or Pythagoras. So it seems as if they're all connected in one way or another, and that is something very interesting to see, but there's something that we need to get to, but I'm going to save that for last because that is a major thing. But something else that we get in this chapter is just getting to see the Straw Hats react to and fight against the Seraphim, and the realization that, yeah, if Jinbei is a Seraphim, that means that most likely all of the warlords are Seraphim. That means there's potentially a Buggy Seraphim, potentially a Weevil Seraphim, Moria, Law, I said Buggy. This is so great. And also the implications that they have different devil fruits, and that this is an implication in this chapter that the Seraphim that is a representation of Jinbei may actually have the devil fruit of, oh gosh, he was from Dressrosa. He had the very tragic backstory, Senior Pink, which could imply that Senior Pink is dead, which, I mean, I would hate for that to have been the case. But we get a lot of cool action, weirdly enough, in this chapter, as well as we get to see just all of these characters just going into the best of their ability, going up against the Seraphim. Unfortunately, they don't defeat it, but they do a fair amount of damage. At least Sanji does some damage to this Seraphim. We get to see how the Seraphim fights with their new Devil Fruit, and how they very much mimic Jinbei's ability and his fighting style, and that the implication in this chapter is that when it comes to the lineage factor, that it also can inherently, like, retain the skills of an individual, even if they may not have had those skills at a certain age, as well as some other implications in this chapter when it comes to the Seraphim. So there's a lot of information that we just get thrown at us in this chapter. A lot of the interactions between the characters are cool, really just expanding the world as well, and that kind of leads to the last part of this chapter, which is the reveal that something that we didn't really know about the Void Century, but something that we theorized, many people in the community have done so, that when it came to the Void Century, it was very much more high-tech than our modern world in respect to the One Piece world, and that most likely whatever happened within that 900 years really pretty much was something that altered the history of the world and sort of kind of brought the world into a dark ages. And what does this mean for the future of the story? Well, we're going to have to wait to see, but the implications are palpable, and I can't wait to get a little bit more of this in the upcoming chapters. Also, this could be also tying into how devil fruits work and how devil fruits alter the lineage factors, and that maybe devil fruits have a scientific basis to it, and that this could be an explanation for why there are certain devil fruits that are appearing to be more modern because they come from a world that was even more high tech. So maybe the ancient weapons are just even more high tech pieces of technology. Maybe when it comes to Shirahoshi, maybe that reason why she's able to communicate with the other Sea Kings is because of the Void Century, and that this is something that is inherent to the lineage factor because of the technology or the technological advances of that time. There's so much implication that comes from this one chapter that really puts what we know into a different light. and I can't wait to see and get more of this, more lore, more reveals, because this is a major reveal of the Void Century, because this is probably the most proper information that we can tell from the Void Century that we've ever had. So yeah, this is my thoughts on the chapter, my review, my reaction. Well, what did you think of the chapter? Did you like it? Did you dislike it? I thought this chapter was amazing, and we're finally answering the hard-hitting questions. But yeah, that's all I really have to say about this chapter. Hopefully you enjoyed the chapter. Hopefully you enjoyed the review. If there's anything that I missed, leave them down in the comments down below. Do all that cool jazz, and hopefully I'll be able to catch you in my next video. Goodbye!